Western Illinois University officials say several people, including retirees, signed postcards in the Martin Luther King Jr. University Union in Charleston. EIU's University Professionals of Illinois president Ann Fritz says the cards will be delivered to Senator Dale Ryder's Mattoon office ahead of Tuesday's session, which is when legislators could vote on the reform. Well, the petition comes as the state lawmakers are going over the details of the 325-page plan to solve the Illinois pension crisis. Backers say the plan could save the state $160 billion over 30 years, but unions say it's unfair to retirees and some parts may be unconstitutional. State Senator Mark Kirk says lawmakers shouldn't pass a bill that he says lawmakers and voters haven't had time to read. Governor Pat Quinn says he supports the legislation.
How are you?
I'm Ann Fritz.
Hi, Ann. Nice to meet you. We've spoken
Yes.
many times. Yes. Nice to meet you, Christy.
Hi.
Henry Owen.
Hi, Henry. Nice to meet you.
So we are bringing some postcards for Senator Ryder. So
Definitely.
may I ceremoniously
Dump.
dump them? Okay.
That's right.
All
All right.
Here are some that have extra
Extra
messages.
messages
Gotcha.
on them.
Messages on
No
them.
problem. All right. We will make sure he gets these.
Okay, because we think we have about 700
Yeah.
of
Okay.
them. People,
right.
we were only taking them for 4 hours today, and people drove to campus in order to sign them. And at the Inuit incident, everyone we asked said, "You bet." So
That's great.
that's what we want the senator to know.
Let Senator
Sure.
Ryder know that.
I will sure let them know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks for
Christy.
dropping them off.
Thanks for keeping a good attitude.
Yeah. Cheerful.
This area especially is going to be extremely hard hit because we have a concentration of folks that are dependent on the state retirement system because Eastern and the school systems here are employers that have grown up with the community. People are here because of those institutions. And so when those pensions are cut, it's going to affect not just the pensioners, but it will affect small businesses, it will affect property values, it will affect everything.
So people would come in, I think Bailey was saying this, they would come in to where the table was, and you could tell they had come to sign a card. So it's not like where you stand out and you say, will you look at will you sign my thing? And then you have to explain it. I mean, people came to do it.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
People were
I
happy
was
to
at
have a
the
voice.
table for the noon hour, and a number of people that would be walking up. You get to the point where you want to say, "Would you like to sign a card?"
didn't have
and
to.
you'd get the "Would you?" and they're like, "Yes, I would."
Where is it? Yeah, where's the
So
card?
the
They
pen?
knew, I mean, that was why they were arriving. They
Right.
weren't just walking by.
No.
And I think the cards make it more of a physical, as opposed to phone calls. I mean, phone calls are coming in too, but I mean, the cards are a physical manifestation of the concern over these pension cuts.
And I noticed it wasn't just faculty members, staff, and it was people outside the union, just campus workers. Were aware of the problem, and that's why they showed up. They weren't there, to have lunch. They were there to sign a card and leave. So.
Were you guys shocked at the amount that you got? I mean, that's 700 around there. That's a lot. Were you guys?
Well, we got 150 the other day at the Medicare Advantage thing.
Yeah.
But yes, I guess we were.
We were.
Yeah.
This is the state constitution,
Okay.
so we object to the fact that we feel it is unconstitutional. That this was our pension benefits were directly guaranteed by the Constitution, and if you can't trust the state constitution, I just don't know what other kind of contract you can trust.
And that's in there because we have the state pension instead of Social Security. So they knew. I mean, because we don't have Social Security, that means that legislators don't have to pay. I mean, the federal government apparently comes and you have to pay. But for this, they could decide whether to put money in or not, which is why it was necessary to have a protection. Does that make sense? I mean, otherwise they don't throw things into the Constitution. So, I mean, that was in there because they were asking us to give up actual security for this state system. So, that's why it's in there.
Supposed to be a guarantee.
Right. Yeah.
And they've been called on this, before because they've been underfunding it for years. And one of the things that always came up was, well, it's okay because at some point we have to pay this because it's in the Constitution. And of course now they're saying, well, I guess we don't have to pay it after all.
Or we'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
We'll give it a shot.